Hi, my name is Edward. I am a freelance colorist based out of Northern California. I have been doing color for about 2 to 3 years now. I am here to explain to you and break down my honest opinions about Dehancer as a plugin. Dehancer is a film emulation and color grading plugin designed by colorists and filmmakers and photographers. The reason why this was created is so people could get that analog and film-like result simply by a click of a button. Not only does this plugin allow you to have a ton of access to multitude of film stocks, which include like the Fuji Eterna Vivid 500 or the Kodak Vision 3 250D stocks. Those are some of the most popular in the motion picture film industry, if they're using film. This day and age, it's now mostly digital, and that's why Dehancer comes in, so we could replicate those looks, and those include fixing or working with the bloom intensity or the halation intensity. There are so many little knickknacks in Dehancer that just with minor tweaks and twists or whatever you want to call it, it just helps the ease of process of getting into that film-like look or film-like emulation per se. What softwares does Dehancer work with? Personally, I use DaVinci Resolve since it's more attuned to what I like in the color grading, colorist style of workflow. There are other softwares such as Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, After Effects that it all works with. How does Dehancer work? Not going too detailed in the whole world of their process, and I will link a little blog post of what they do in more detail in the description below. But to put it in layman's terms, they just basically use some mathematical modeling to then bend the colors and create a correct interpretation of sample data, in similar to like a LUT profile per se. What is a LUT? LUT stands for lookup table. This simply is a mathematical process of reprogramming colors to a certain look, to a certain style, etc. LUTs can be usually attached to log footage, which is a flat color profile that gives you the most dynamic range when editing or working with the colors or basic correcting. Usually you'd want to go from a log to color space, which would be for say Rec 709, which is your standard color space, and then from Rec 709 you'd go to your color grade. Again, I will link the blog post into the description below. When should I use, or when should you use Dehancer? It's really ultimately all up to you. If you like that film-like style, then I would recommend going with this because it's simply the most realistic emulation plugin that you get with these softwares. You could try to redo it or recreate them yourself, but the chances of you getting it perfect is pretty minimal if you haven't worked with realistic film stocks and actual physical film stocks before. Sometimes clinically sharp or clinically clean footage is what some people want, some clients want. This basically means zero grain based, clean shadows, clean highlights. It's sharp throughout. What Dehancer doesn't do is create that clean look. It creates such a film-like look, which film, yes, it's more of that older style like outcome. It has the grain, it has some bleeding, it has some vignetting. It's like that isn't really determined or characterized as clinically clean footage. It's like you want to change the appearance of the footage, then you want to add that like style, that like look. In this case, your color grade, and you don't want that, again, clean look. Dehancer will help you do that. It will level up your color grade in a sense. If you know what you're doing, if you know what the sliders do, then it will help you a ton. There are so many options of film emulation software out there, but one big one that I think is a competitor to Dehancer is Filmbox. And what is Filmbox? Filmbox is another film emulation software. Dehancer, though, in my opinion, is a more powerful and versatile piece compared to Filmbox. It just has a steeper learning curve, and Filmbox just is a great choice. It's just simpler and it's easier to understand when you get into the film emulation style of things. I think Dehancer, just being able to break down each step, each little slider, and give you more control, more access, is what I really enjoy with this software. I think for the price of Dehancer, it's worthwhile, especially if you get the lifetime bundle. Though the lifetime bundle is $450, or let me be exact, $449. You get that lifetime. There's no more subscription fees that you have to worry about, especially if you are a colorist, or if you love doing that film look, or if you want to just practice coloring, just to get an understanding of what these sliders do and what all Dehancer offers you is key to a better color grade. I'm going to read you this list, and looking at my screen, so as of 2024, June 30th, 3 months of Dehancer will cost you or set you back $149. 6 months will be $199. 12 months will cost you $299. And then again, lifetime will cost you $449. Really quick, I really want to mention Dehancer Mobile. Mobile is a on-the-go platform on your iPad, on your phone, whether you want to edit photos, videos, whatever you want. This is something that I don't have much experience in, but it's just simply Dehancer on the go. I mean, what else do you not want in that? You get similar settings in the Go version, such as similar sliders. You get such as exposure, tonal contrast, color density, etc. I mean, having all of that in the palm of your hand is crazy. And that's why I'm going to now mention the price of Dehancer on the go, or Dehancer Mobile. I really like saying Dehancer on the go. But Dehancer Mobile is saying, looking at this list, is 1 week of Dehancer Mobile is $5.99. 1 month is $9.99. 1 year is $89.99, and lifetime is $3.99. Yes, it is cheaper, but yes, you're also working off a little tiny device, and you have some limited things, but for the most part, everything you need is there for you. So, all in all, I really enjoyed Dehancer. I've been using it for about a couple weeks now. It's worked really well, especially in my short film productions and short film coloring or post-production workflow, simply because what I like and what the client likes, or what the director likes, they all agree that Dehancer is a plus when it comes to getting that film look. Yes, Dehancer is a plugin that has everything that you need in it, but you could still use, let's say, DaVinci's masking or rotoscoping or fine-tuning to get a much cleaner, much more punched in look. And so I'm not saying Dehancer can't do that. I'm just saying combining Dehancer and DaVinci Resolve, or Dehancer Premiere Pro, Dehancer and Final Cut Pro, if you know the softwares, if you know both, and you work them together, you get a plus product, in my honest opinion. And so, just to end everything, as a preface, I am an affiliate to Dehancer. I am saying this because I just want to be very transparent with you guys, and if you are interested in the software, I do have a code, EDCOLORIST, EDCOLORIST, for 10% off Dehancer. And lastly, happy grading and peace.